Hello there, everyone. Every week I do an episode of The Writer's Corner, and I usually talk about technique, or I get creative and I'll read some of my stories, or what I've been doing lately is 2 sentence horror stories. I'll talk about inspiration and stuff, and I think that's where today's video is going to lie, is in inspiration. I wanted to share my thoughts on the Caitlyn Jenner story. How I felt about it, what my beliefs are, my support of the LGBT community. And I want to start doing stuff like this once a month, I think. Still sorting out the details. This is going to be a very more personal style shooting style of vlog or video, because I'm going to be shooting it like a vlog. This will be handheld. This was originally footage that I shot for my vlog, but it was so long in content that I felt it deserved its own video. So this very special edition of the Writer's Corner is going to be talking about the Caitlyn Jenner story, its impact on my views on life, how that impacts my writing, and so on and so forth. So with that in mind, here is the latest episode of The Writer's Corner, and my thoughts on the Caitlyn Jenner story. I just wanted to comment real quick on everything going on with Caitlyn Jenner today. Haven't said anything on my Facebook page or my blog yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to mention this in writing or not, but I respect the hell out of Caitlyn Jenner. She took a huge step, changing her name, changing her whole identity that the world knew, but what we don't realize, or I think people in general don't realize, is she was living with a false identity for a long time. And I don't think, unless you're going through a similar thing as her, none of us can really truly know what she struggled with for so many years. And you know, if you choose to be a person who is judgmental and hateful towards her, that is your business. I feel sorry for you, but that is your business. You can choose to quote Bible scripture or your preferred religious beliefs, scripts. You can, say anything you want. But the truth of the matter is, her actions are her own. She has a right to be the person she feels she was meant to be. And a couple things. One, her actions have no consequences for you. It is her life. So don't get bothered or upset about it, because it's not going to impact your life in any way. It's her life. She made the choice, and if she's happy with it, we should support her. Two, don't be one of these people who just refuses to, address her the way she wants to be addressed. Don't continue to call her Bruce or him or he, or the worst one I've heard on Twitter is it. It's horrible. Don't be a judgmental person like that. Her name is Caitlyn Jenner, and I admire her brave attitude and becoming the person she truly was meant to be. We can learn a lot about her, especially from her. Especially in a day and age where we live, unfortunately, in a time where people who pursue their true happiness, whether it be, being in an openly gay relationship because they are gay themselves, or being transgender, being an interracial couple, any of that is looked upon with judgment and anger and just awful outlooks on life. I think it's amazing that she would choose to, stick her nose up into the faces of those people who are so judgmental and be happy and be herself. I think if we were all that brave, we'd be happier people. So, I am a firm supporter of equal rights for everyone. I fully support the LGBT community and all that. And we should all be so lucky to be honest and open and happy with our lives. So don't be judgmental, guys. That's what I've always said here on my channel, and I hope you guys are in the right frame of mind to hear that. You know, I was watching Joshua DTV's vlogs, of course. I always watch his channel, and I totally respect something he was saying, like last week, I think. You know, it doesn't matter what religion you come from. I mean, even though I don't believe in organized religion, he does, and I still, you know, I think he does. I think he believes in organized religion, and I always support anyone's choice to believe in something like that. You know, I don't care, as long as you're not shoving your beliefs down my throat or trying to force your beliefs on me. I have no problem being friends, you know, and talking and hanging out with people who would choose to believe in religion. But, you know, there comes a point in time that everyone needs to decide, are they going to blindly follow old scripture and texts and be, you know, judgmental people who just put down anyone who is part of the LGBT community? Or are you going to be someone who questions certain things about your faith and learns to open your arms and accept people for who they are? That's the question you need to ask yourselves, and that's what he talked about, and how he's come to learn over the course of time that, you know, it doesn't pay at all to be judgmental and horrible to people. And he's now a proud supporter of the LGBT community, as am I. Now, some of you may be asking, these are great opinions, these are great thoughts, but what does that have to do with being a writer? Well, as a writer, we often bring our own thoughts, opinions, and outlooks on life into our own writing. We want to create worlds from our own imaginations, and oftentimes we not only create worlds that we see through experience, and we create, you know, representations of the world we live in currently. We also want to talk about the way we wish the world was. We want to write characters that struggle, but also that overcome, that, you know, challenge us, that challenge the way things are thought about in life. That's what Caitlyn Jenner Story reminds me of. Like I've said many times throughout this video, I'm a big supporter of the LGBT community, and I think that her story, being as public as it is, has brought a new level of awareness to the world that I admire. I've always been a big supporter of the LGBT community, and this gives me hope that, you know, someone who has been a public figure as a man accepting herself as a woman will help open some people's eyes, especially because before she openly, you know, freed herself to be the woman that she is now. Obviously, people know that she was before referred to as Bruce Jenner, who not only was famous for having his family, the Kardashians, and their own TV show and all that stuff, he was also a very well-respected Olympic athlete. And number one, that shouldn't change just because she's transitioned into the woman he was meant to be. But her story is so inspiring, it can't help but let it affect the way I write, the way I believe in things. Lately, I've been really diligent about wanting to create characters that reflect the times we live in, and I think Caitlyn's story really touches on that. So that was my real talk PSA, and just felt compelled to say something because of all the news going on, and I wanted to show my support for Caitlyn Jenner, you know. So everyone in the comments below, and remember, be nice in the comments. I do, at this point in time, you know, approve comments, so everyone be nice. But in the comments below, I want you to tell me about your experiences And whether you're a part of the LGBT community or you have friends, family, loved ones who are part of it, your personal experiences with this kind of scenario, what are your thoughts on it? Leave your thoughts down below. And, you know, a basic question could be, what are your thoughts on Caitlyn Jenner? But everyone, just remember to be respectful towards one another in the comments. Leave those comments down below, and also check out the social media links down below in the description box. Give this video a big thumbs up, like this video, comment on it, favorite it, and share it. Hit that subscribe button, it really means the world to me. And check out the eye in the sky for today's recommended videos. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Long days and pleasant nights, my friends.